And to just reiterate something that I think I said earlier, we don't need a right-wing infiltration of Warhammer. We don't need a left-wing infiltration of Warhammer. We don't need any of that crap. Just let Warhammer be Warhammer. It's got enough problems as it is, and, infecting it with contemporary politics is just going to piss everyone off, and then there will be no more Warhammer. Let's just
People,
leave it the fuck alone.
People typically play games to escape contemporary politics, or just
Exactly. I don't want to get fucking
escape
preached to
the.
about how bad I am because I
Yeah,
bought like
I
a
don't
thousand
want
dollars worth of plastic.
to. Exactly.
Now you can also do you can talk about political stuff while also being a very entertaining game. I mean, look at New Vegas, for example. New Vegas
Yeah.
does an excellent job
Yeah.
of talking about political issues and a whole bunch of other stuff. It's an excellent, excellent, excellent game. But it's also a very fun game. You can really engage with it.
It also challenges what it has to say. It doesn't just say here. It doesn't get on a soapbox and say, "Here's what I believe and what you should believe." No, it goes, "Here are complex situations. Here are the perspectives of those situations. Engage with it."
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's letting the world speak for itself instead of using the world as a megaphone for the political beliefs of the writers.
Mm-hmm.
And also, I think that's very similar to Warhammer. If you
Absolutely.
fall under a more, let's say, right wing, more traditional. Well, I wouldn't say traditional, but if you're the type of person that sort of sees the Crusades as a good thing, then you have then you have the Imperium.
Yeah, like
If
the
you
Black
see the type.
Templars.
Yeah.
If you have
Hate that I said yeah to that.
If you have people that are like, okay, I love Chinese and Asian, I should just say East Asian aesthetics, then okay, the tower just for you. If you have people that are like, okay, well, maybe I just want to play a barbarian from D&D, but in Warhammer, orcs, right here.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to play an anarchist, orcs, dude, just play or chaos. If you want to go chaotic anarchist.
Or if you want to save up some money, don't play Warhammer. Instead, just read some books and watch lore videos.
Or if you want to play, if you want to play libertarian, play Slanesh.
Oh no! Oh no!
Wait, hang on. What?
True.
Hang on.
The Warhammer buff agrees with me. The Warhammer buff.
I'm gonna need you to roll that back a bit. Explain your point there.
There's a subset of the libertarian movement that how do I put it?
Slanesh. They're Slanesh culture.
They
Wow.
Oh, okay, so I think I found a way to put it. There's a subset of the libertarian movement, however small it may be, they're pretty vocal, that believe that lolly IRL should be legal.
Oh no!
Yeah, it's like, I don't want the government telling me what to do. Let me have this 9-year-old. It's like, no. There's a reason. Sometimes the government is a good thing.
Yeah, that's
That's one of the things the government got right.
that is a
Suitable offense.
oh no for me, what?
As I said, libertarians, Slanesh. We have something for everyone.
Good lord.
You want to play a weed-smoking leftist? Play Slanesh. You want to play a lolicon-loving libertarian? Also play Slanesh.
Well, a weed-loving leftist would probably play orcs.
Well, I mean, realistically,
Well,
yeah.
no,
I'm not talking about the
Tau.
player. I'm talking about the characters you're playing.
Oh,
Because Slanesh is all about pleasure and stuff. So
yeah, but it's extreme pleasure.
yeah.
Extreme.
It's about excess, not about pleasure.
You know what I mean? Fuck you.
It's sensation.
Well, yeah,
Everyone
but
leans on the
then just have your character have doobies in every fucking orifice,
Oh god.
Yeah, that's what's up.
ideas here, though. I think what would help is getting more left-leaning people into the hobby. Also, Games Workshop could add more diversity to the Imperium just to make the Chuds angry. Female Space Marines? Hell yeah. Female...
No, that goes against all of the established lore.
If you want
Yeah.
to do it, make it make sense.
Exactly.
I mean, if
Yeah.
there's going to be people who are going to like hate it, that are going to be like, actually, it's not realistic yet. I love how all of my bad characters, like bad guys, are just from New Zealand. Like I don't know why.
To be fair,
I don't know
the
why.
accent you're doing is more South African, so it's even more on point.
hmm
How dare my Space Marines are black? I don't want black Space Marines.
What do you mean Titus's teacher was black? He's not a. I won't finish that joke.
Black? They're not black.
not
I
a
don't play
fucking-
I don't play
he's not a-
Salamanders because they're black.
He's not a fucking nigger. He's a fucking
I feel like we should end this topic here.
Yeah.
Yep.
Adeptus Custodes? Naturally. Adopt us custodes.
Ah,
also, add
there
more
he
skin
is.
colors. The ensuing outrage
The
will basically be
cringening.
free advertising, and those who are put off by that
But okay, I like how we have this image of a black space marine and nobody fucking gave a shit about it.
Yeah.
The only time I've seen anyone get mad about black space marines was when fucking Synthetic Man was doing his review for Space Marine 2, and that man is all kinds of dipshit. He is the only fucking one, dude. Even the most staunchly right-wing people were shitting on Synthetic Man for that retarded ass take.
I'm gonna have to watch that video then, because I don't think
Don't.
I've seen it.
Do not give Synthetic Man your attention. He's a fucking moron. He's also like viciously bigoted. Like, and I don't throw out accusations like that, easily, because like even just the other day I got accused of being a fucking incel for saying that I love my girlfriend.
What?
Who told you that? Matt Walsh? Or not Matt Walsh? What's his name?
Nick Fuentes.
Nick Fuentes.
Yeah.
Fellas,
No, it wasn't
fellas.
him. It wasn't him. It was a fucking feminist.
Oh my god.
Actually, no. It was 3 feminists, 2 of which were trans.
Oh, that's why.
Yeah, it's like, oh, okay, so the mentally ill squad is here. Got it. Like,
Yeah.
That's friendly fire.
No, because if they were getting the help they need, they wouldn't be trans.
well, to be fair, nearly half of all trans people do conduct friendly fire.
Yeah, they do.
Games Workshop adds more diversity to 40k. People who have never played tabletop 40k.
But that's not true.
Well, I mean, isn't this guy well, he's not complaining.
This guy is
Okay.
he doesn't see the
For
irony.
someone that talks so highly about diversity, bro only covered one Space Marine chapter in one
Yeah.
faction.
Also,
Like-
I'd
like
like to
buddy.
point out, Arch Warhammer, he got fucking legal action taken against him because he, publicly and regularly expresses right-wing beliefs, many of which I take issue with. I don't think he should have gotten his channel stricken for that, but hey, whatever. But even if he was a full-on fucking neo-Nazi, chud, whatever, he still has his 2nd edition books. He still has his figurines from the fucking 80s. He's been playing this shit. And if he was the guy complaining about it, then it's well, doesn't that right there just disprove the idea that right-wing neo-Nazi types don't play the game? That example
Does, yeah.
alone. He may be the exception, but
Does.
he's still the example proving you wrong.
Mm-hmm.
So, this is just wrong on so many levels. Also, what
it's people-
faction is pure black like that?
I think
It's not
he's playing
salamanders.
Iron Hands.
Iron
No,
Man?
not Iron Hands. Space Wolves. I think
No, Space Wolves aren't black. They're
No,
a
Space
gray
Wolves
blue,
aren't.
aren't they?
Yeah, but I
No.
think he's a special type of Space Wolf. I don't know, something about him just kind of reminds me of Space Wolves. I think it's the gray. I think it's the gray that really.
That is probably an Iron Hands model, and that's just a black guy.
Yeah.
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 But salamanders are charcoal black
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
have glowing red eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, not really black.
I mean, yes.
Highly
Like I think I
exact.
made the joke in the
They're
previous
more
part.
like an
Salamanders
Biden
Biden
suck.
revoked
very-
their blackness.
they're more like a very dark gray, aren't they? Or are they actually just
No,
charcoal
they are
black?
like straight up jet black.
Someone I'm gonna pull up a picture of Vulcan. for
Yeah, Salamander. I think I made the joke last time, but Salamander Sakan is the blackest Asian you will ever meet.
Mm.
I'm glad someone got that.
I know Sakan.
I like Sakan.
Sakan these nuts.
Wow, disrespecting my boy. All right, that's a firing squad right there.
Literally fucking. Literally just.
Pull up the meme, editor. Pull up the meme.
You're giving me mind goblins.
and it's
Uh-oh.
not okay.
That
Games
ain't normal.
That is not normal.
Oh,
Games
right.
Workshop adds more diversity to 40K. My issue is that like 40K is already extremely diverse. I mean, even in the Imperial Manits.
Yeah.
Let's say you don't like Space Marines. Okay, play Astra Militarum. If you don't like one type of
wow.
Astra Militarum, play another type of Astra Militarum. Many other things that you
First
can do.
First off, that's really cool. Secondly, I like that hammer. That's a nice hammer.
Rogar, are you only saying that because he's black?
No, I'm saying because I like the look of his fucking hammer. It's a good looking hammer.
Dude, I
It
love
looks
the
really cool.
salamanders. I don't like their penchant for fire, but I do like their modus operandi. They
Their
have the
whole
highest
moral
casualty rate
thing
because
is-
they actively go out of their way to save people. I love it.
Their whole moral thing is fantastic. I love it.
They know what they were made for, and they were made to save humanity.
Yep.
Yeah, and-
Everyone else has forgotten that.
And I
Yep.
loved how Games Workshop just wanted people to like be like, oh, remember we're still grimdark, so they had a salamander kill like a baby or something,
What?
an Eldar baby. Yeah,
That was
yeah, and
funny.
it's like why? it's just extra.
That's too much.
Dude, salamanders hate Eldar, and they're absolutely based for that.
Why did? Oh, is it
I
because of the
just-
racism?
I dislike the Eldar much.
I
Is
like
it
them.
because of the Eldar racism or whatever the fuck, or is it because of something else?
These assholes spawned Slanesh, arguably one of the worst chaos gods, and I'm still super bitter about Fulgrim.
Mm.
That explains it.
The way they handled Fulgrim is terrible.
Yeah, Fulgrim got done dirty.
Fulgrim was one of the best, and he fell so low, and I still feel. But the Eldar, they're very high and mighty. They think humanity's terrible, and I'm like, you guys are not better at all. You've just been around longer.
Hmm.
I mean, they're like, we would never stoop to the humans' depravity. Meanwhile, the Dark Eldar are inventing new ways to be.
I mean, the worst part about the Dark Eldar is that they represent the true aspects of Eldari culture right before the fall, which
Yeah.
sucks because they're so incredibly just like, fucked up.
Dude,
That's like,
they
imagine
totally
that
ruin
was what the
furniture.
Eldar. God.
Living furniture. Okay? No. And I'm talking about like the Craft World Eldar.
Oh
They
God.
they have this higher than that attitude more than any other faction in the Eldar. The Dark Eldar don't give a shit. So
Yeah,
whatever.
because they're going to
pirates.
turn you into furniture. Like, who cares?
Shoot the pirates. Don't care about the pirates. The pirates don't care about anything. But yeah, Craft
Anyway,
World Eldar.
we should probably wrap this video up.
Okay.
Yeah.
You don't want them in the hobby anyway. Do you have some more ideas? Feel free to share them in the comments. Normally I don't read them, but this time I'm genuinely interested and will go over them at least once. In the meantime, thank you for watching.
Man just admitted that he doesn't engage with his audience. God damn it.
Facts.
If you'd like to support my work, consider becoming a
I don't
patron
want
or a
to.
channel member here on YouTube. And I'll be seeing you next time.
No, you won't.
The,
That was
it's
abysmal.
the wor- he comes in here and he says that actually 40k is all of the right wing people and we need to put in left wing people. But I'm not going to talk about the left wing factions in the game. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to only put I'm going to say that the Camis should go and be Space Marines. Yeah. It's like why? Why? For what purpose? What? Let them be Tau. They enjoy being Tau. I enjoy being Tau. That's fun. Like why would they okay. It gives me the same vibe as as okay, so weird tangent. But I was looking at like a LARP because I'm a weirdo, right?
Mhm.
And I was looking at some of the factions for and I was like, okay, well I'm very like, based. Well, I'm like I have a very religious kind of background, and so I want to be like a very religious kind of character, right?
Mhm.
And then I look, and it's the only very like the head religious thing is a Crusader order, and I was like, hell no, fuck that, no. And then when I was talking to other people about like, okay, what should I do? How should I go about this? They were all pointing me in that direction. I was like, okay, do you realize that you're telling me, a Muslim, to join a Crusader, or even if it's in a LARP, to join a Crusader order? Like, that's very fucked up. That's very fucked up. It's doing that same thing that he's doing the same exact thing by saying to these people that are like, that are more that don't exactly fit into the Imperium's like outlook. And he's saying to them, "Hey, you guys should join this hobby." Like, excuse me, no. Why would they want to join this? Like you get someone that's like an avid socialist or avid communist, and be like, "Hey, you should play the Imperium." They would look at you and be like, "What the fuck?" It's like he doesn't. He's just saying this to say it.
He doesn't know what he's actually talking
Exactly. Like, dude, if you really want to talk about this, it's not the problem with it's okay. Let's look at the title of this video. The problem with Warhammer 4K. Okay.
Mhm.
What? He doesn't talk about the Eldar. Okay. Let's talk about what he does talk about in War. Okay. Let's talk about first what he does not talk. He does not talk about Chaos. He does not talk about the Eldar, whether the Asurian Eldar, Hari, or the Exonites. He does not talk about the Eldar.
about.
He
Mhm.
does not talk about the Tau. Whether or not like it's the Homeworld Tau or the Farseer Tau, he does not talk about them. He does not talk about the Orcs.
Nope.
He does not talk about the He does talk about the Tyranids very, very, very briefly.
And it's only in connection to one thing. The thing he does talk about.
What he does talk about is the Imperium of Man. Now let's go into the Imperium of Man and what he talks about there. He does not talk about the... Well, he very briefly talks about the Astra Militarum. Okay? As a whole.
Mhm. Mhm.
He does not go into detail about anyone except the Cadians, of which he only went into detail for like one sentence. And now we go to the Space Marines. He
And that was to,
only...
roast them.
just to shit on them, and that's fine. I agree with the only point because I agree
Still,
with him.
though.
I agree with him shitting on the Cadian. But now we go to the Space Marines, which is his big issue. How many Space Marines chapters does he talk about? None of them, and all of them,
Yeah.
except for the Ultramarines, of which he talks about, and he says that okay, these Ultramarines are like war criminals and all this other stuff. Of which case, They have done this, and there are but their whole shtick is being paladins. That's their shtick. You want to talk about the war criminals? Okay, talk about the Night Lord. Talk about the Raven Guard. Talk about any other thing. Talk about the Salamanders child. Talk about the Grey Knights. The Grey Knights. Talk about the Grey Knights. You want war crimes? You want to slaughter entire civilian nations? Talk about the Grey Knights. Okay? He is so uninformed. It hurts because there's like potential. You can make a compelling video, but his own lack of knowledge hurts him. It's frustrating to see this. You know, it. I'm composed, gentlemen. You may continue.
I respect it, honestly.
Honestly, yeah.
You just tore this man a new one, and you're the guy that would have most likely agreed with him. You know.
Because I wanted to. This whole time I wanted to find something, but he shoots himself in the fucking foot. It's like, dude, just please. I understand you don't like it. I understand you're annoyed and creeped out by it. That's completely fine. I am fucking too. Okay. But please, just do some knowledge. Just do some basic research to prove your points. You know, it's like saying that Nazis are bad. Why are Nazis bad? Because they mess with the economy. What? No, they improve their economy. Use anything else. Use anything else. Like,
You had a free win and you fucked it. You fumbled it. You dropped it before you even moved.
literally me,
You
man.
tell me
Like,
so often.
Oh,
this was certainly a video of all time.
yeah.
Yeah.
The fact that we
One
had
of
to,
the
the fact that we had to
videos.
cover it twice too is Jesus. But
Yep.
I mean, hey, the good news is we were able to get Cap in on this one, so thank you so much for coming, man. Thank you so much.
It was
Let's
worth it in
hope-
the latter half after we
I-
got half
I-
the distractants.
Yeah. I so hope this doesn't wind up like the other half of the last video because
How long is
I-
this one so far?
yeah.
Uh. Good night, everybody.